I'm going to do a little video on this seat while I get started on it. I may or may not post the video. Depends on how the seat turns out. But this is for my Model A truck. It's one I picked up. Somebody cut the bottom in half. They cut both the springs in half, and they cut the wood piece in half too. The wood piece ain't gonna be no big deal, I don't think. But anyhow, I'm gonna try to take the seat part and I'm gonna try to braze it back together. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, I figured I'd show you what's going on. I got it up here, but these little things right here, they're all bent over like that. In the back ones, you can see them down there, they're all bent. They bent these things around. Well, the stuff's made of spring steel, so I had to heat this one up, straighten it out. What I'm going to do, anyhow, like I said, try to braze this thing back together. Alright, this is what I did. Where I'm going to put these back together. I cut these little sleeves out of 5/16 tubing to go up on both halves, and then I drill some holes in the thing where I can sweat them back together with brass. And the bottoms, I think I'll just braze them, and then I'll wrap like a little sleeve over it, split a sleeve, and then flatten it down and sweat it too. Well, here's what I wound up with. Sweated those together, and then the bottom, I just brazed them together because they're going to be like tacked on the board, so it ain't going to matter. Well, anyhow, it's one piece now. Get work on the wood now. Yeah, I'm going to start working on the wood part. You can see what they done. They cut it in half, and they stuck a board on either end. And they had cut the springs in half too. It's like they had two bucket seats, and I don't know exactly what they were doing, but I'm pretty sure they had the seat in a coupe. So I think what they did is they would open the trunk and take out half the seat when they wanted to haul some lumber, is the best I can tell, because there'd be no reason to have two halves of the seats. Well, I got all the old nails and old pieces of wood cleaned out of this frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and get a strip like this, put on the inside, but have one that runs all the way down, front and rear. And then on this one here, I think I'm going to put it one the same width right on top, because this is actually the bottom side, and so in the center there's nothing under it, where there's a frame under the front, so I put it right in there like that. And then I think maybe I'll come along and just for safety put a couple of those on there on the front and the back. Alright, I'm going to start putting this wood together. I went ahead and repaired a couple pieces. This thing was busted in half in two pieces, so I glued it and clamped it up, and then I run some screws back through it just to give it a little bit of strength. And then this one just split down the middle, and I glued it and clamped it up. Well, it's one piece again. Got the one pieces in there and glued in, screwed in. All I can do now is put the center brace back in the thing, and I'll put a piece along on the bottom of it to brace it. But, get that back together, I can get the springs on and start upholstering it. Well, I got it done up. Hold back one piece. I put that little piece in there, just kind of an extra piece, whatever. I got both these in there, and on the middle brace, I stuck that piece in there on the outside, just kind of as a brace. That's on the bottom, and there's nothing under it, so it ain't like it'll get in the way. But, well, I got the springs Put some screws down in here. I got the springs fastened onto the thing. And I got this old yoga mat or workout mat that somebody throwed out or whatever. We had it around. We used it to lay under cars on, but then a rat got up and died in the thing, so we figured we wouldn't. But anyhow, I think it's going to work perfect for this. Try to cover the top with it. And I guess I'm going to go with black upholstery on the thing. I had this around for a long time, this alligator, but I don't have enough of it, so I guess we won't use the alligator on it. Well, there you go. Never claimed to be a seat upholsterer, but don't matter. Just an old beat up seat and needs something to set on, so there it is. Alright, I guess that's it. I'll get started on the top half one day, I guess.